Joe Hopkins here, and why buy a Harley Benton? Why? I figured I'd start with Harley Benton. I'm going to go over other guitar companies in the future, like our favorite budget guitar companies. But why buy a Harley Benton? I figured I'd start with them. They're the kings of budget guitars, and for good reason. Let's start with the fact that they're pretty good guitars. They're very, very good, especially for the price. They're very reasonably priced too, even when you figure in the shipping from Germany. If you order on thomann.com, they do have a US store on Reverb. I believe it's in New Hartford, Connecticut. So you get on Reverb, your guitar will be coming from Connecticut. For my viewers in Europe, just order from Thomann, right? It's there in Germany. So, yeah, that's easier for you guys. On their US store, and I really appreciate that they have that now. They don't have as much variety of guitars, but what they do have, they have, and it's there, it's local, it's in the US. So those are definitely some good reasons. Another one is that Thomann is a pretty big company. That's like the musician's friend of Europe. And if something's wrong, there are people available to talk to. They have good customer service, and it's nice to browse their other stuff because they don't just have guitars, you know, they have other things. They have their Thomann brand too, usually on their like world instruments and folk instruments and stuff. But also under the Harley Benton brand, they don't just sell guitars. I've bought a banjo and 2 fiddles from them. And they also have mandolins. They have an electric mandolin, like a solid body. It looks like a little Telecaster. I thought that looked pretty cool. But anyway, they have all kinds of stuff. They also have speaker cabinets and pedals, and they have amps. If you're in Europe, go ahead and try one of their amps. If you're in the US, don't. It's European electric, so it doesn't plug in here. But on their US store, they don't have that. They do have the speaker cabinets on their US store, though. I've seen those on there. They're quite good. They got Celestion vintage 30s in them. And for what it costs to buy vintage 30s, it's almost cheaper to just buy Harley Benton cab with the speakers in them, honestly. So, yeah, you got all that kind of stuff. But one of the things, I'd say the main thing that makes Harley Benton the king of the budget guitars is variety. I mean, sheer utter variety. Like I said, along with guitars, they have other instruments. They have all kinds of stuff, and the variety of guitars. Here I have my, my SC Custom FR. It's got a Floyd Rose, all that kind of good stuff. Excellent, excellent guitar. They also sell the traditional Les Paul style guitars. Like the SC Custom has, you know, like the little ergonomic cuts in it and stuff like that, but they have traditional Les Paul style guitars. They have Strats. They even have like the Brian May type guitars. They have all kinds of stuff. I can show you a couple of the ones I have here. I have this one. I bought their 7-string, right? They also have 8 strings like this. They have fan fret guitars, but I bought this. I really like my 7-string Harley Benton. It was affordable. It's a wonderful introduction to the 7-string, right? And it's a good guitar. It plays good, has good action, set up well, sounds pretty decent. I bought an Ibanez 7-string that I think sounds a bit better. The pickups are a bit better, but this one plays better, right? It actually, now all results may vary. Guitars are all different, right? They're made of wood, so no two are exactly the same, even if they were cut on a machine. Let's see what else we got. They have basses. I've got my 5-string PJ bass, and it's an excellent bass, you know? Like I said, variety, all kinds of stuff. That's something that makes them really worth looking into. I bought their 12-string. This is pretty nice, you know, mahogany back and side, spruce top. Wood matters on an acoustic guitar, right? A spruce top gives it that punchy boom, like sound, man. It projects. And it's a jumbo size, so, you know, it projects. It's a very good sounding guitar. I bought this for my wife. This was a present. You know, I use it, but I bought it for her because she wanted a 12-string, and she bought a Fender 12-string years ago. I've talked about that on this channel. Fender's acoustic guitars are crap. So I bought her a Harley Benton, and she likes that better. They sell, like I've got my Delta Blues acoustic here. This was a $100 guitar. $100 bucks. right? At the time, not even, what was it, like 80, 90, something like that when I bought it. They're very reasonably priced. These are all mahogany too. I like that. You have different woods, different styles, different types. I'm bumping things, Jesus. And they sell kits. I bought this kit guitar. This is one of my favorite guitars. This plays great, sounds great. And I got to paint it the color I wanted to paint it, you know? This is one of my favorite guitars. I've put together a number of kit guitars. I've put together a number of kit guitars on this channel. And this is still the best kit guitar by far. It has the best pickups, the best sound. And amazingly, right, I didn't put any shielding in it. I know you're supposed to. I was just in a hurry. I put it together. It doesn't seem to need it. I can't tell at all, right? This is very good pickups, very good electronics. For a kit guitar that was, at the time, I forget how much this was, $60, $70, something like that. I ordered it with like 2 other instruments. I was getting that 12 string and a fiddle and this, all in the same. Back then they would combine the shipping. So I was paying 1 shipping charge for 3 instruments. But yeah, Harley Benton. Why buy a Harley Benton? And oh man, my phone's ringing. You know what? Who's calling? Who's calling? That was my job. They would have to interrupt, wouldn't they? Pfft, I'll call them back. I missed it. Anyway, why buy a Harley Benton? This might sound like an ad or an infomercial or something. It isn't. This channel is for people that are looking to buy a budget guitar. They want to know where to look. Basically, Thomann's a big company. They have good customer service. There's a lot of variety. There are excellent prices, and there are price points all up and down the range depending on what you want to get, how much you want to pay, what kind of options you want. As far as I can tell, as far as budget companies go, nobody I've seen has this much variety, this many options. And I like that. It means that you can find what you're looking for. That's why I've bought so many Harley Benton guitars. I can find what I'm looking for. I wanted a kit. I wanted something with humbuckers. I got it. I got this. When I wanted a 12-string acoustic, they have it. When I wanted a 5-string bass, a 7-string guitar, they have them. I can find what I'm looking for and not pay a ton of money. And I know that it'll get to me in good order, in one piece. And if it's not, I can call them and they'll fix it because I can actually get a hold of somebody. It's a big company. They actually have customer service. It's nice. So there we go. That's the information on that, and I hope it was helpful. Like I said, they do have a U.S. store on Reverb. For all of you guys in the U.S., go to Reverb, look for Harley Benton. They're new guitars. You bring it up. If it says Hartford, Connecticut, yeah, that's their U.S. store. I think you can find a link on any of their listings to the store and see what they have. Or you can go to thomann.com and look through all their Harley Benton stuff. The one thing that is a little annoying is if it's not in stock, it says, you know, that it'll be in stock in 6 to 8 weeks or 9 to 12 weeks. And that's usually not true. Wait till it's in stock to order it, or you'll just get frustrated. But there we go. I hope this was helpful, and subscribe to my channel. Keep an eye out because I'm going to do this on other guitar companies too. It occurred to me, I talk about a lot of these companies, but it's good to go into deeper detail on each one in particular. And I'll put a link to Thomann's website down here. I'll see if I can find their US store and put a link to that too, so that you guys can do some shopping for guitars yourself. And, you know, just keep rocking out there. I love you guys. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.